Very nice. Just started the video, but you all need to know online too that Callie just turned off the light with the brim. It was very impressive. We're all very impressed. Okay, so now that we're talking about banking, can somebody tell me what, we're going to do a few of these right away. Can somebody tell me what a checking account is? Sawyer.
So basically, that's kind of where most, like if someone writes a check to you and you cash your check, you put it in your checking account, your savings account.
No.
Savings account and checking account aren't quite the same.
Obviously, you can take money out of there.
Right, okay, so this is like, this is an account with a bank. This is your money. So whatever you put into it is how much you have. Why do you think I'm specifying that this is your money? Can you think of any account where you would have money in there that's not your money?
Like that you can use? Or
Yeah.
I mean, savings account, if you're under 18, don't you have to have like,
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. That's still your money. I'm talking more about a credit card, because a credit card shows a balance of how much you can spend, and it ends up being how much you owe, essentially. It's not actually your money. It's like a big IOU to the bank. But a checking account, if it says $350 in there, that's how much money you have. That's your $350. You can easily take money out and put money in. A savings account, which we will deal with later in this unit, is not so easy to take money out of than a checking account. Checking account is specifically for ease of putting money in and taking money out. All right, so what's a check then? Right, so this is a piece of paper that is like an IOU to somebody. They can deposit that check, and money will be taken out of your account. We will be talking about, we're going to be like filling out and talking about how to write checks today and that kind of stuff. We're also going to talk about how to balance your, not balance your checkbook completely, but that's more reconciling, but how to make a deposit slip, that kind of stuff, and a withdrawal slip. So, today, let's see what I want to, what else I want to cover today. Let's talk about, let's go down to a deposit slip down here. Deposit slip is a piece of paper you fill out. For the bank. When you are putting money in your account. You can deposit cash, you can deposit coins, you can deposit checks, or any combination of the two. Okay. Excuse me. So, today, we are going to practice writing checks and practice writing deposit slips. We will be doing lots of this kind of stuff, not repetitive stuff, but everything you need, I think, in this class. There are two places to get a deposit slip. One, often they put deposit slips in the back of your checkbook, so that you have them easily. Or if you actually physically go into the bank, then there's also ones there, sitting there. Your homework today is going to be 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Not very tough. The thing about today is you're going to be filling in blank checks and blank deposit slips. I am actually going to show you my checkbook and show you how mine looks, because this is all fake, right? But I'm not going to do that while I'm recording, because then I'm going to post this video on YouTube and it will be public, and I'd rather not have a video of my checkbook and my account numbers out there. Okay. So, what we're going to try is the first one. And this is number 1. So you can put a number 1 next to this one. And this is number 3. The next one down is 6 and 8. So the numbers you're doing here are 1, 3, 6, and 8 next to the blank checks. All right, now I'm not going to make you change the your name part, but your checkbook will have your name automatically on here, okay? And there are different parts of the check, and I'm going to write it here. So this would be, we're kind of using like this a note sheet, so add to it. This would be your name and your address. I do not expect that you are going to do this for all the problems. You're just going to fill out the check for those. I'm just explaining what these things are, okay? This one, pay to the order of, that is who the check is for. So who you're making the money out to. It could be a business, it could be a person. Date is pretty obvious. This right here is the check number. That is just a reference number in your checkbook, so that like if you're questioning a check or something from a bank being like, hey, I don't show that you guys deposited check 885. Have you gotten that one yet? Then they know what number to reference. This is just a number for the bank that has nothing to do with something you need to worry about. Over here, it's hard to tell, but there's kind of like a box here that's just lighter than the rest. And that is where you write the amount in numbers. This line right here is where you write the amount in words. Anybody want to tell me, why do you think you have to write it in words and in numbers? Why do you write it 2 different ways? Sawyer?
So you don't mess it up and accidentally write 10 grand and it's supposed to be 1.
Right. So if these numbers don't match, then they will start questioning it, but also so that people can't easily forge your check. Because this one is in your handwriting, right? And this one, like let's suppose that I had a check made out to somebody for $100. Somebody could easily sneak a 1 in front of that word 100 and make it $1,100. Do you see how easy that would be if it was just numbers? But you can't squeeze the word 1,000 in really easily, and so on. Same thing with at the end, if they wanted to add more words to it and so on, it's difficult. So that's why they're looking for your handwriting essentially, and they want those 2 to match. A memo, anybody know what that is?
You can see what you're doing just for your own personal safety.
Right. So this is kind of like,